Gentlemen, how we doing? All right, all right. Only 101 here on the Great Salt Lake. Good evening, McJunkin. Woo! Sir, you got it going on again. Go Tigers. Man, I appreciate y'all getting in here and jumping in. Oh, my goodness. Divo, what's going on? What's up? How are we? Must be a Denver Broncos fan. How are we doing tonight? Or evening, afternoon? Man, we're good. Mike, how are you doing? Grumpy. Good deal. Extreme. Here we are. Let's go, gentlemen. I am the weapon. All else are just tools. Any mind, any weapon. Let's go, baby. We got a good one tonight. Junkin, I read over your menu, and boy, does it sound delicious. Does it sound good, my man? I know you're up and early. I saw your message this morning at about 5:45 a.m., and I think you said you've been up since 3:45 a.m. preparing for the day. Nipper. There's my man. I talked to him as well. Good to see you in here, Nipper. Stream, Denvo. Yes, sir. Special thanks to the price cutters. Woods Supermarket. Atta boy. Good deal. That's where you're getting all your meat. Look, I'm ready for that bread pudding, brother. I'm ready for that bread pudding. I love me a good bread pudding. But bread pudding with raisins or without raisins? Like a good rum sauce. Y'all like a good rum sauce? Mm-hmm. Sir. Good deal. Trying to get everything kind of up and mic'd up for you guys. Gonna jump off here and sit down and cool off from all the hot weather and hot cooking. Let my nephew Jake. Jake, what's up, brother? Good deal. Gunpowder, welcome, buddy. Welcome. How's it going? Let's go, Jake. Let him cool off. Let him take a rest. We'll be here. Hey. Sergeant Kayla, thank you for joining in. Good deal. Man, I think we got a good one for for tonight. At least I think so. I know we got into some really good conversation over the past 3 days. We started off with Full Metal Jacket, and then we started off with the Vietnam Era, and then I had a buddy of mine come in and ask, what is the difference in martial arts from the 70s versus today? How are you? Good seeing you in here. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. So I thought about it, and then I was going, um, that's a good question. I've done some videos on martial arts and thing in the Marine Corps of the 90s when they started up MCMAP, and then going all the way back to the 20s, and even going to combat back to the Continental Marines in 1775. I mean, it goes back that far. Do I have any merchandise for sale? No, I do not. But coming. Summer's super busy for me, so you know, kids get back in school and everything like that. So McNinja. Yes, yeah. Devo, when were you in the Corps? Or wait, you're an Army. It says 101st. Sorry. Mike, how are we doing today, buddy? You feeling well? Good to see you in here again. But I figured Mike and all you guys grumpy that we'll kind of talk about that. And I loved getting the perspective last night about the martial arts and the hand-to-hand combat, and it all depends on what battlefield you're going on. And I got some good videos, got some good footage, got some good hot topics to talk about. So we'll jump into it. Just to let y'all know. Yeah, Sergeant Kayla, how are you? Where are you from? Good to see you in the chat. Good deal. We're going to make it. We're all going to make it. Oh, okay. 88 to 96. Hollywood Marine. Hey, I'm a Hollywood Marine too. I need to go get my sunglasses. Just kidding. Yeah, San Diego for me. I know there's some other guys in here, Paris Island, but hey, Marine's a Marine, right? We might give each other a hard time. Sweden. Wow. Awesome. Good deal. Thank you for joining in. And man, what a time difference it is in Sweden. Hey, Jake, how are you doing, man? I know McJunkin got off and was relaxing from the heat. You're taking over, Jake. I appreciate it, brother. How are you doing? 74 and cool here in Michigan, doing Braille art on the patio. Yeah, so y'all know that Mike cannot see, so he does. I can explain some things to Mike, and Mike can catch on and get it. Hey, let's go extreme, old school Hollywood. There we go. Good deal. Awesome. Good. I'm trying to stay hydrated as well. So let everybody kind of jump in, and then, like I said, we'll hit some talking points. And I just want to check on you guys and see how we're doing. Midweek, Wednesday. Not too much. It's the fourth day in the road that it's rained here. So I've not been able to mow the yard. I have not been able to do anything. Then I'll be going out of town. So I wanted to chill with you guys here for a minute. Grumpy, 78 and cloudy in Steelertown, Pennsylvania. All right. It's 90 something in Florida. Nipper, I'm with you, brother. It is hot down here too. Mid 80s, upper 80s, 90s for me. Cloudy, muggy, nasty. Did Uncle John tell you how we were watching you on the big screen? No, Jake, he didn't. Got me on the big screen, brother? That's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. That's awesome. All right. Hopefully my buddy that joins back up last night talk about that martial arts and that hand-to-hand combat and how it looks. Like I said, it even goes back into the Continental Marines, 1775. How, little history, I'm sure the Devil Dogs in here know this, but they call us leathernecks. How did leathernecks get their name? So I want to go over that too, and I know some of y'all do. I'm okay, but I have to send home my battle buddy dog tags home. Oh man, I hate that. That's tough, but hey, look, you're in the right community. That's what we're here to do, to talk to our brothers and sisters and help each other in bad times, good times, make a community. So hey, I appreciate you sharing that. I do. Yes, Mike, the old school uniforms, Continental Marines. But that's where we get our name, Leathernecks. And that even started back in 1775 and on when the Marine Corps was established. They had a piece of real leather with two buckles in the back, interlock, lock on leathernecks, because they were fighting. They were hand to hand on, swords, the whole deal. And that was so the sword slashes would not slash their throat. So, I studied. It's because you wore leather coats. All right, Jake. So I'll give you a history lesson. It was actually to save their necks from getting cut when they were sword fighting. And they did wear leather coats, and back then everything was made with real leather. But they would have this 2-inch, about a 2.5-inch, 3-inch strip that would go around their neck that they would wear, and they would start with that. And then it got into, hey, we need to protect our necks, protect the jugulars, swords, and anything. So that's how it kind of got started way back 1775. And then it carried on in its tradition, and now it's in our dress uniform, as you can see. So not so much used to this day as a real piece of leather. Ours are synthetic and everything, but yeah. There you go, Jake. There's a little history lesson for you. But you're right. They was all true leather coats, and they had that one strip of, started calling us leathernecks. Ship to ship, Marine infantry, gear for boarding enemy vessels. Exactly. That's right, Devo. That is exactly right. I'm a Swedish Marine. Does that count? I don't know much about the Swedish Marines, but you're welcome here. Anybody's welcome here. It does not matter who you are. Does not matter who you are. That's interesting. Swedish Marine. That's pretty cool. I've heard of rock Marines and other types of Marines, even in Mexico and things like that. I know it's totally different from what the United States Marines are. Why didn't they not just wear bulletproof vest? Well, that's a good one, Jake. If we think about it, going 1775, when firearms and things weren't really the main weapon, they were boarding those ships and they were protecting those ships, and even doing amphibious assaults of protecting ships from pirates. I'm sure that leather probably helps somehow, but the neck, they were still hand to hand combat fighting with swords back then. So that's kind of what they got. They got smart and improvised. Technology has come a long way, and that's what we were talking about last night when we were talking about the Vietnam era of how training has come along, hand-to-hand combat has come along, that we took everything, from the Zulus, from the Apaches, the Comanches, to the Romans, to the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, to Krav Maga, to every type of martial arts, karate, anything that you can think of, and that's where they created that Marine Corps martial arts program. And it goes back in history and time of learning from those warriors of what they used in their timing. Closest culture to the United States Marine Corps is probably the UK Royal Marine Commandos. Yep. Royal Marines. Yep. There's some bad dudes. But hey, who won the war? Where's the tea? Get what I'm saying? Anyway. Nah, I get it. Uncle John just choked on his water. Don't make him do that, man. Let him stay with us. Oh, I'm sorry. Ad. If I see, I'll make sure ads are. So, my apologies on that. But you're welcome here. You're welcome here anytime. You're welcome no matter. Yeah, Swedish Marines, I don't know much about them, but everybody's welcome here. We talk about history. We talk about the Marine Corps. We talk about life. We talk about the brotherhood. We talk about anything. Yeah, so Mike here, yeah, he's not in the military as well, and he's been following for a while. Yep. So it doesn't matter. And there's some couple. We had some younger guys come in here, some older ones, some moms, friends, family. Man, it's just we're gonna go over some stuff and just talk and watch some pretty cool stuff. Is my plan. And then we learn together, right? We learn from one another. I learned from these guys in here, and Nipper and Extreme and Grumpy and McJunkin and all those guys that come before me. I learned from them. Then young Jake here is taking over McJunkin's YouTube account for now, and he's learning all he can. That's why I'm thinking of joining the Marines, so I can fight in the UFC and beat everyone. Well, Jake, that's awesome. I had a guy that I served with in the fleet in my battalion, went to A school with him and everything, and he went on to be a Marine Corps martial arts instructor. He went on to fight in the UFC. He went on and did that, but that is very, very rare. Very rare. Nipper, I thought we were talking about him the other day, man. I hope he's doing well. You know, he's probably on his second week, and he is in the midst of it right now. And yeah, he's going through it. And if it's raining at Paris Island, you know he's hating life. He's hating life. Sons of Ton will drink with anyone. Right, Tun's Tavern. I'm so thirsty. Yeah, we were talking about him too. See how he's doing. So yeah, we have a okay, now I see that ad. That's really weird. I got you though. I'm gonna skip it. I don't understand why they're okay. I delayed it. There we go. Oh, Nipper, if it's not clicking, it better be clicking. He realized what in the heck he did. Yeah, Hell Week. We have a receiving week. We have a Black Friday. Hell Week is, yeah, it's bad. It's just bad. 83 in Paris Island. Woo! And I bet you it's hot and muggy. But yeah. You know he's getting everything. All right, let's go. And I just want to talk about some history and talking about martial arts and the Marine Corps and um, um, and early 20th century, the Marine Corps kind of realized the significance of hand to hand combat and the skills. But the Marine Corps originally, they were focusing on your boxing, your wrestling, your wrestling. I'm from the South, wrestling for everybody else, but um, that they even had a Marine Corps boxing team, and they still have a Marine Corps boxing team. So it was also kind of started off as a sport, but then turned into a necessity of the Marine Corps, and that laid the foundation for the close quarters combat of the boxing and the wrestling and things like that. Nasty Swamp and Sand Fleas. Oh yeah, 100%. And then you get into World War II, the exposure, you got an influence or a flux of influence to Asian martial arts because we were there. And during World War II, they were stationed in various parts of the world, so they were learning from all these different arts, hand to hand combat skills of how they can relay that to the battlefield in the Pacific. So there's your start right there. Grumpy Cat, a Swedish Marine. God answer my birthday wish from 1970. That's funny. That's good stuff. So the Japanese martial arts, you had the judo and karate um and how that kind of got going was, they were using leveraging techniques, and they were striking, and those were really base foundation, core foundations for those hand-to-hand skills. So they learned um, from those other people around the world in World War II is kind of where it started. So and then World War II, up and close, up and personal, for the Marine Corps, kind of said, "Hey, we need something. We need some kind of hand to hand combat. We need some kind of so." Oh boy. Um. Okay, here we're back. We're back. I had a little bump. I just looked down at my bit rate and it dropped out. So hopefully y'all might have a lag or something like that. So hopefully y'all connected back up. Good to go. Just gave me a warning. Yeah, momentum and leverage. That's right, Nipper. I do want to go. Like I said, I'll listen to some videos and everything. Um, Plugged up. Then we'll kind of go in there. And it is really developed from back then. Oh, morning. Yeah, it's morning, probably in Sweden. So I don't know the time difference. 8-9 hours. I had a lag. Sold it. And then you get into um, Stone Cold served in the Marines. I don't think he did. I don't think Stone Cold was in the Marine Corps. I could be wrong, but I know who Stone Cold is, and I grew up with Stone Cold, and I do not think he was. Let's see. I don't think so. Not that what I'm reading. No. Life from Texas, wrestler in Houston, Dallas, World Championship Wrestling. No, he was just a wrestler in school. So no Marine Corps for him. You know, Drew Carey was a Marine. Y'all know who Drew Carey is? Oh man, your shoulder hurts for some reason. Somebody else in here has some shoulder issues that I know going on. But Road Dog, yeah, Road Dog. Yep, yep. Um, but then we're way back. They're realizing the significance of hand-to-hand combat, and then we go into the Korean War, and right after the World War II, 50s and the 60s, it was a necessity. It was like, hey, all right, we need this. We need hand-to-hand combat. Why is Uncle John laughing? Did he know? Oh yeah, he knew. Jonathan Winters. Yep. Yep. Mike's shoulder. Mike had shoulder surgery. That's a tongue twister for me. Shoulder surgery. And he was looking for some ice, trying to get somebody to get him some ice to put on his shoulder. But yeah, let's go there. 1950s, Korean War. Then we're like, oh man, now we're getting into your Taekwondo, your Hapkido, the Korean martial arts, and that's what I took when I was growing up. For all my life was Taekwondo. Actually got to a second degree senior black belt in Taekwondo growing up. So whoops. So growing all the way up, that started at a young age, and then went all the way up until the Marine Corps. About a year before I went into the Marine Corps, a year and a half, 2 years before I went in the Marine Corps, I was still fully heavy duty into it, teaching, instructing. So I had a basic concept of what they were teaching in MCMAP. But yeah, that's the Korean War. That's the influence that the Korean War had, and the significance of like, hey, we need to incorporate this in training. So yes, and then it was more formal, 50s, 60s, formalizing it, training it, blending it with the existing type of combat training that they were doing, and the necessity of having it. And then, I'm going to go, I'm kind of going through what's kind of progressing through the Marine Corps. But the 80s, 90s come along. They take more, a more systematic approach to it, and martial arts recognizing the need for a program, not just incorporating it, but actually needing a program. And so that's when they started designing and standardizing martial arts training in the Marine. Let's do this. All right. So let's pull up this video. I was a ballerina before I joined the military, and that's too long of a... Holy cow. That's interesting. All right, let's get into it. Boom. Boom. Got it. I'll pull it up for your screen. Uncle John said he fights rockin' robots. Okay. Here we go.
It's the MCMAP, or the Marine Corps Martial Arts Program.
There you go.
In particular, when there are no weapons around, you should always be prepared to fight.
Right.
In actuality, you are the weapon. So it's exactly like your neighborhood dojo. Nope, it might be a little different.
A little different there, buddy.
Without further ado, let's see what it is. The United States Marine Corps developed the Marine Corps Martial Arts Program.
Why is this guy saying Marine Corps? Oh, that gets on my nerves. It's Marine Corps, not corpse. Anyway, sorry. So, yes, like he was saying, that Marine Corps Martial Arts Program
As a special fighting style for its members. The MCMAP program
MCMAP.
teaches U.S. Navy personnel who are attached to Marine units as well
So go back. You can see here.
as Marines, and it was
I was going to go back to that boot camp of where you're training, you know, I can't find it. It's too quick.
The MAP program teaches U.S. Navy personnel who are attached
There you
to
go.
Marine units.
Right there. So this isn't boot camp. As you can see, they're lining you all up and you're in the big pit. Mouthpieces are in. You're learning techniques, rear naked chokes, everything. So that's formal training that has now been incorporated since the 90s to the Marine Corps Martial Arts program. You think that's AI? Interesting. Weird. I was at Camp Lejeune when Leon Spinks was a heavyweight Marine Corps boxing champion. Holy smokes. So you were in boot camp when Leon Spinks was a champion? I bet. So I would assume, Extreme, that the boxing was a big deal back then, right? Am I correct in saying that?
Units as well as Marines, and it was formally formed by Marine Corps Order 1500.54A. The curriculum includes instruction in rifle and bayonet tactics, as well as instruction in unarmed combat. And
I mean, look at that. There's pugil sticks. Everybody loved pugil sticks. I mean, Marine Corps martial arts program isn't just hand-to-hand fighting. You're using pugil sticks. You're using bayonets. You're boxing. You're grappling. You're doing everything combined into one thing. It's not just fighting. Oh, after boot camp. Got it. Okay. So basically when you were out in the fleet, bam.
the use of homemade weapons. Although it's thought of as a distinct discipline, MCMAP heavily borrows from a number of different martial arts.
Here we go.
It includes a variety of fighting techniques. They are the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, Wrestling, Bujinkan Budo, Taijutsu, Savate, Kickboxing, Ishin Ryu.
Okay, there's some Korean Marines that they're training with. So there he is going around, and we kind of talked about that, the different styles that they're incorporating from all the battles that they've won from back then to now. So, you know, it's a combination of everything. It's not just one solid thing. They came together and they put everything together.
Aikido, Capoeira, Sambo, Hapkido, Eskrima, Sayak, Kali, Jujutsu, Krav Maga, and Kobudo. By utilizing a variety of strategies with varying levels of lethality, MCMAP enables the user.
Yeah, one mind, any weapon. Doesn't matter what the weapon is. It's your mindset. It's your mentality of, you know, martial arts, hand-to-hand combat, getting up and close and personal with things like that. So not just a weapon, not just a bayonet, not just a knife, not just your hands, but honestly, it could be a stick. It could be any tool. I know Grumpy said that earlier before we started it on the chat, that it can be anything. You're the weapon. Your mind and you're made up. Anything's a weapon. A lot of joint manipulation. Yeah. So what he was saying was that it's different styles and it's not going to be based on that. They're going to take them and they're going to tweak them to what most benefits the Marine Corps. How does it benefit the Marine Corps, and how can we apply that in the Marine Corps? We did not wear crotch protection. I'm going to put chat over here. I can see you guys just for a minute. You want to go to the ball? Somebody was in here it was Mike. Yeah, he was asking if he could go to the ball, or how do you get to go to the ball. So boxing was a big deal because of Ali and Frazier and Norton. Yeah, extreme. I imagine, that was a big deal, and boxing was a big part of that too. And there's a guy locally that I want to get connected with, and I'd love to get him on here and talk. Is that he was on the Marine Corps boxing team and traveled the world. Know him through a friend, but don't really, don't have that connection. But I want to make that connection, and he would be a great guy to talk to about that. So, I mean, that's super cool to me. Of just, hey, Extreme, did you do any boxing? That's a great question. Did you do any boxing? Nipper, what was your heard every third word? Are we good? Sometimes I can kind of talk too fast. I think my frames are good to go back. I think I had any audio issues. Nipper, what was your experience with martial arts you were in? Just out of curiosity. It's definitely okay. We're good to go. Maybe it's just the connection, Sergeant. I don't know. Be that lag from here into Sweden. Oh, no, wait, for real? Oh, okay, good deal. All right. Um, yeah. So it's not just it's a mentality. It's not just a weapon, because your weapon can get taken from you. Different type of weapon, different situation. No high school, college wrestler, back alley. No high school, college wrestler, and back alley brawl and fighting stuff. Okay, gotcha. So that's kind of what that's what you that's what you're about. Got it. That makes sense. It's a different time. And I would assume Grumpy would be the same way, that it was not as prominent or formalized in training. I am the weapon, all else are just tools. Learn that phrase from Active Service Protection on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, you are. It's a mentality, you know. It's, but you're learning techniques that have been perfected, trained, and put together in a certain way to use them effectively. And then I've got to, you know, um, this thing really pumps me up. This one thing that I'm going to show you guys, and it is, it gets me going, like, let's get some, type of thing. So yeah. Oh, you got it. No problem. I got it. Good deal. All right, let's jump back into it. So, they're talking about leadership. Oh, one mind, any weapon. You see it right here. It's not just a weapon, a knife, a hand to hand. It's everything. It's that combat mindset, action, lethal, anything that you can get your hands on. Yes, so there are different belt levels that you can go through. You start off, like I said, in boot camp. You start off with a web belt, and then you go to a tan belt, then you go to a gray belt, then to a green belt, then to a brown belt, and then to a black belt. You have different stripes on different belts of the levels that you're at. So it's not like you have to work at it. You have to go at it and do, you know, each belt is going to have different quotas and different things that you're going to have to meet up to. And that's that program that they took. So you have to be proficient in one before you move to the other. And out of boot camp, you're required and you will have your tan belt. Yeah, it's a lot. Mike, Mike, funny. But yeah, so it's a lot. There's a lot of training. There's a lot to do. I mean, it's not easy, but if you find yourself in a situation, you're going to want to know everything how to get yourself out of that situation. It's practical joint manipulation, pressure points. You're learning different things in different parts. So it's not like it's just all one of the same thing and one type form. You're learning different things from different various parts of your training. Yeah. Mindset matters. You got knife skills, bayonet. He's using the bayonet there because, hey, what happens if your weapon malfunctions? Your weapon breaks and all you're left with is a bayonet. You're going to need to learn all those techniques as well. Okay, there we go. Continental Marines, they still had they had weapons, but yet they were the ones that kind of started it, boarding those ships, protecting from the pirates. Everything else, Jake, I don't know if you're still here. You might can see that leather on the neck portion of, Marines and Continental Marines. So, and it's like a female way back in the day in the Continental Marines. I did not know that they had that. I'm not sure, not in the Marine Corps, but Continental Marines. Yeah, that's old Corps. Y'all didn't wear the flak vest or any type of vest when y'all did training. Y'all just did straight up. Will they teach us that in JROTC? I would assume, Jake, that yes, they would teach you some of that. They're not going to teach you all of it. Y'all might go over it, but as far as going through the classes and everything, probably not to the extent that you're going to learn in boot camp. And once you get in the Marine Corps and after you get out into the fleet, taking different classes, of course, you're going to learn more out there. But they might introduce you to some stuff, but I'm not really sure. They're going to more focus on preparing you mentally, physically, about the Marine Corps and what it entails, versus hand-to-hand combat. Hoorah is our battle cry. Yes, yes. Hoorah. That's right. Semper Fi, Semper Fidelis, coming back from the Latin word always faithful. We have a lot of different little ditties and sayings that the Marine Corps will use. Yeah, so the reason why is your close quarter combat. Right here, the ships and the fleets, because when you board a ship like this back in the day, it's close quarters. You're not going to have time to sometimes, they've got long weapons. Weapons weren't as up to date as they were now. So, put shadow here so I can see y'all. And so that's why they honed in on that combat. It's like, hey, we need that. And then we're going to use it. And it was important and, part of the battlefield. So more homework. Jake, yeah, you could have homework, but, history of the Marine Corps. This is history of the Marine Corps, how we do things and why we do things. So, yeah. But you'll know when you get there. So you're learning. Yep. It takes a lot, and we're all learning. And Jake here, young Marine, he's learning things too. And, it's about learning and mentality and gaining as much information because I don't know it all. And I learned from these guys here and gals, and I learned from people locally. And so I'm always constantly learning. And I think if you have an open mind and you're receptive to learning, then you can broaden anything that you put your mind to and learn about it. Okay, let's jump back in. Like I said, there's the ships, there's kind of what we're doing. Started way back when, the pirates and boarding ships, close quarter combat. It's like in our minds. Now we're focusing what to do. Yeah, I mean, you're going to a ship. There you go. Those aren't Marines. There you go. Boxing, wrestling, fencing, fellow wood. And you know, when you're doing anything with any joint broad, like I was talking about earlier in the Pacific and other things, you're going to learn from them. Then you're going to apply those to how that benefits us. Study you must, Padawan. Yes, see. Yeah, hey, look, you were here. We're, like I said, we're all learning. I'm not an expert on anything. Um, I'm just trying to kind of get more knowledgeable and share what's on my heart and what's on my head with everybody, and bring each other together and learn from one another. And I think that's the best thing that we can do. And to be a decent human being in the world, how to take those core values of the Marine Corps, the honor, courage, and commitment, and apply those to life wherever you are, not just in the Marine Corps, but for the future and the present and the past. I just think it's very, very, and we need that in the world today. That's how I feel. Then, so Gunner Sergeant William Miller talking about that Japanese, that Chinese style, trying to get everything in together of like, hey, let's put this formally. Let's do this. Let's get it going because we need it. 1956. But see, you're not just doing weapons training. You're doing cardio. You're doing calisthenics. You're doing everything. There you go. The linear infighting neutral override engagement. Developed in the early 1980s, Marine Corps' first standardized system of combat training, and then combat hitting skills, recruit training requirements. So they even started incorporating that, early 80s. And then here you go again, like I was talking about in the 90s, it's officially the close combat program of the Marine Corps Martial Art. MCMAP program was established in 1998. And so, as you can see here, reducing injuries and included non-lethal techniques. So your choke holds, your joint manipulation, your anything like that is like, hey, we're going to put this in training. It's going to be a requirement, not just lethal, but non-lethal as well. And that's using your whole body and everything. So there you go. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears, to be honest with you. I mean, he's talking about joint manipulation, pressure points, pulling to the chest. I mean, yeah, it's all about formalities. And then you're going to go through this in boot camp. I mean, the Marine Corps, what they're doing is they're trying to create the best war fighter there is, right? And you're going to take any information that you have from anybody that, hey, let's face it, that's better than you, right? There's been a lot of techniques like that armbar they showed earlier that has been added. Yeah. So it's a lot of that stuff, It's a lot of different techniques. Just popped your shoulder back in place. Hey, you and Mike might have a lot in common because Mike has got shoulder problems as well, Sergeant. So, gotcha. But yeah. So if you you don't know everything, and you take from people that are experts in it, and you put it together, you're going to want to form. I mean, you got the finest fighting force in the world right now, as it is in the Marine Corps. Why would you not add something else to it to make you even better? You know what I'm saying? Your boxing, there's your chokes, there's everything that you're going to learn. Yep. Goes back to 100 years. But, you know, MCMAP's only been around for 20-ish years. But they've still been training martial arts, just not formally programmed, you know. So there we go. And not only, it's a lot of teamwork, courage, a lot of commitment, a lot of everything balled up into one. So, hey, why not? Got your shoulder fixed. Don't forget to hydrate. Uncle John said, I will have to study even in boot camp to be a Marine. Yes. So you're just because you go to boot camp doesn't mean that you're not going to continue learning. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to pay attention. You're going to have to study. You're going to have app. You're going to have application. You're going to have history. You're going to have everything that you're learning. You're going to have to learn it, and then you're going to be tested on it. It's earned, never given, right? There's a lot of leadership involved too. Look, he's got his green belt, choking him out with his own belt. Yep. There you go. They're learning from the Spartans, warriors in history. How did the Spartans use combat? How did they effectively use combat? How did they survive and become what they are? You know, so why not learn from people like that? Yeah, the Apache Indians learning how to do a combat fall, how to take a fall, how to break a fall, the rules of engagement, a lot of PT. Oh yeah, look, they are just. That's an Army guy. I'm not really sure why an Army guy's in here. Could be attached to a Marine Corps unit. Oh yeah, it keeps going. It's compounding on one, and then you're going to go to the other, compound and build on that, and then keep going. Yeah, it's kind of like there's your Taekwondo. I see the South Korean flag there, and I know that because that's what I took. But yeah, it's a belt system, and you're going to learn that belt system. Some boxing. I mean, bugle stick. Yeah, see, it's just a belt system. You start at the bottom, and it's kind of basic. So yeah, well, I'm just kind of watching some of the footage here and just thinking back, like there's different levels. You can see he's got a little bloody elbow there. They've been duking it out, but you're gonna have testing. You're gonna have different levels to each belt, and you got to reach a certain level and move to another one. All right. Okay. All right. How we doing? God said, "Oh yeah, studying." How's he doing over there? Grumpy, you still with us? Grumpy has massage therapist. But, you know, Excuse me. So, how often did they test to move up? So, basically, trained Marines, you're going to get that right out of boot camp, and then when you get into the fleet, you're going to um, you're going to have opportunity to train, and then that's training is requirement based, and then you're going to say, hey, well, you can't be this, or you can't get promoted unless you do these certain things. So you're going to want to compound on it. You're going to learn it. And so they have different sections of like, hey, we got training coming up, we got testing coming up, we've got things coming up. So it's on you to get all the requirements and to learn it and then go test for it. So much time and dedication as you put into it and you're serious about it, and you meet certain criteria, certain requirements, certain levels, good to go. So yeah, and then I know it gets to a point, and which I don't know, but it's like, hey, you get into a point where you've got to learn everything. It's more leadership role, it's more head knowledge, it's more history, it's more things like that, plus everything that you learned before, all into one, and then each one gets longer and longer and longer. So it's not like you could do it in a year. I mean, if that's what your MOS was and you did it, sure, but most of the time, no. What was your next question, Mike? So we can kind of wonder what I answered. While you're getting that question, I'm gonna get a cookie. I need a cookie. About being a requirement for promotion. Yes. Ooh, my ears are popping. Okay, we're back. I wanted a cookie. So yeah, a lot of that will be based on promotion. And there's different things, rifle score, rifle qualification, PT, any other extra, they had MCIs that you could do, further training that counted towards promotion. It's more like backwards. Of the promotion was based on what you have, where you're at in your training, and how advancing you are training. Sorry, I just need to get a little sugar. I know McJunkin's probably got bread pudding over there. Jake, ask your uncle what kind of bread pudding it is. Thank y'all for letting me get a cookie. dog's looking at me. I gotta tell him, feed the dog. Okay. I had to make sure we I'm switching back to Swedish. It's easier to understand and speak in. Well, I cannot. Cinnamon bread pudding, no raisins. Oh, gotta have some raisins. All right, let me ask him this. Did you have the rum sauce? I love a good rum sauce on my bread pudding. Here watching, John, what's up, brother? Hey, listen, look at this. We're talking martial arts and MCMAP. This is what we're talking about right now. Appreciate it, brother. I just got through eating a cookie. Hey, while I'm on the big screen, go Tigers. Go Tigers. So, but yeah, John, we're talking about MCMAP. I mean, we're talking about, you know, how you had to have a certain belt to get a promotion, and some things are based on that, and just the history of combat and what it's changed to. I know we were talking to some older at Grumpy, is like back alley brawling, kind of started with wrestling and boxing, and then now it's turned into a whole program of just a mixed martial arts of everything learned around the world, dating back 150 years ago. Can't wait for that response for the cup. Watch out for the ducks. You talking about Oregon? Oh, some people can't have rum. Yeah, but that is good. I actually enjoyed Coach O. He should have been able to retire. If you've never had anything about passion, about a guy that loved LSU football, sorry, I know we're getting off on a tangent here, folks, but Coach O he loved LSU football. He lived it. He breathed it from a kid. And, hey, he got him a national championship. I love Coach O, but I don't know if he could have done any more, man. I like something that barks here and bites over there. But, yeah, man, I mean, it's just, I don't know, just to see the history of the Marine Corps and where it's come from, you know, different. I know John told us last night. I remember him saying, we were talking a little bit about it because my buddy of mine asked me about it, about, you know, what belt, you know. Did you like MCMAP, John? Of course you did. Just like fighting, beating everything. He was basically Boomhauer from King. All right, we got Tennessee fans in the house. Y'all just chill out. They won a championship in baseball, so, you know. Off topic, can you do a live on Marines and requirements on promotions? I mean, yeah. I mean, we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. And I think this kind of rolls into it, you know, of being a requirement for promotion. Tan belt, right out of boot camp, and you never moved up, right? There you go. She was a tan belt. That's so. All right, yeah, John. So MCMAP was great. It was fun because you got to go outside, you got to fight, you got to get down and dirty and beat the living crap out of each other, right? I mean, pretty much. I got to try it when Dad and Uncle John and their friend took me fishing. Rum? Got to try rum? I'm talking about whack. Sin, what's up, brother? How are you? I enjoyed it a lot. I was a green belt. Same, John. So, you know, I mean, it's just, I guess it's just, hello. He can come in, my boy. Nebo. Um, Lots of carpet burns on my elbow. Hey, look, listen, I was talking to this guy right here. Look, if you'll back up what we were talking about and looking at, what's up, Sin? I mean, this guy's got some right here. This dude is bleeding on his elbow. I was talking about that earlier. And I'll try to see if I can stop it. But a lot of carpet burn. That was this guy on top, man. They were just beating the ever living mess out of each other. Cows and goats, baby. Cows and goats. Ah, that was Paxton. That's the young one. He's only 12. He's only 12. You can pull my beard? Yeah, well, Sin, yes, that's true. But in the military, you won't have a beard. But hey, you could use, who is he? That's my youngest son. That's my youngest. He's 12. But hey, you're fighting. If somebody's got a beard, you're gonna pull it, right? You're gonna use anything. Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, right here. All right, see you, bud. Staph infections. But yeah, you could pull a beard, I guess, if you wanted, but you're not gonna have a beard. Not this long, at least, right? Remember what I said? 100K. We'll shave beard on stream. We'll get a little campaign going for that. I'm not a fan of wrestling. Yeah, but I know you're not. Well, I mean, I guess back when we were in, it was not a requirement to get promoted. But, you know, it sure does help. We were doing that in the dirt and y'all had carpets. Extreme. No, we had dirt and sand and mud and everything too. But we did practice indoor, outdoor, wherever it was. So I did the basic and you were done. It was a gym. Mats were covered. Everybody's sweat, skin germs. Oh, like this right here, John. I mean, as you can see. Oh well, no, you can't see. But right there, you know. I mean, would y'all ever go outside and go to the pit and go to the sand pit if you're in A school? Then you just go outside and just grapple all the time and fight. I mean, we did. Is my son joining the Marines too? Probably not. I have two boys. I have older. He's fixing to be 17 and 12. I don't know. I let them make their own decisions and they want to do. I support them in whatever they want to do, but
I don't think so.
Grandpa taught me one punch can pop out an eyeball. I've seen something out on Kill Bill, but military, college, scholarship, your choice. Did you all have black pits full of chipped up tires that they filled others up with? They had metal belts, and it was yes, yeah. We had those. It was almost like bark, right? That rubbery, weird. It was yeah. Yep, we had that stuff. I mean, we also had a sand pit too, full of sand. I don't have kids, and thank God for that. I got two boys. So. Hey, you know, the five. There you go, Sin. You love Kill Bill with 5-point palm exploding heart. Does the thing, and yeah. Halfway through boot camp, they blocked them off due to metal from the tires hurting everyone. Ah, okay, interesting. Yeah, we were going through that earlier. Watching some right there, that stuff. Is that what you're talking about? I mean, it's just basically shredded up tire rubber. And you think it softens the blow, but it's not 100% perfect. YouTube thumb 9, fingers are elsewhere. What's up, Raphael? We're talking about MCMAP training. Yep, there you go. Talking about those old rubber things of just going out and grappling and getting chewed up. Everyone who went to San Diego is familiar with the sand pit. Thank you, Extreme. I appreciate that. Some of these Paris Island Marines don't know what that is. Mountains and sand pits. Okay. Oh, yeah, John, you're right. The sun heated it up 100%. Especially it was hot, nasty. I know y'all did. I'm just messing with you, brother. Our chaplain in the room now said hello. Well, hopefully it's not bad that the chaplain's in the room. So, can you put a heart on? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can put a heart. You can like. You can share. You can do whatever. That's great. Yeah. Semper Fi, Raphael, how you doing tonight, man? Dude, we're recounting how we got smoked in the sand pits. Don't cuss. Yeah. It's hard. You have to. There's a lot of things that I'm learning about YouTube stuff of what I can and cannot do and can and cannot say. Gonna make it. His name is Lieutenant Commander Murfield. Good deal. He must be helping y'all feed the vets and everything, right? Oh, you can do emotes and stuff like that too. Huh. We didn't have sand pits. We had an entire island. Okay, Grumpy. There he is. Okay. There's your Paris Island backup, John. Oh yeah, turds covered in sand pits. Oh, 100%. We were just talking about all that crap that we went through and the old chewed up tires and everything. Oh, they're doing emote. Y'all the first one that has typed emotes and stuff in the chat and stuff. So I'm just easily amazed by literally everything. Sand fleas, yep. Hey, listen, all right, I didn't go to boot camp in Paris Island, but I've been to Paris Island. I've been up that way, so I understand it. I get it. But we had that sand, and we had mountains, and we had heat as well. Humidity. Yeah, y'all did. I get it. He is a retired Navy chaplain who is the pastor at church. I got you. Do y'all partner up together and everything and do that? That's awesome, Jake. Dang. Y'all got all kinds of cool stuff on here that's showing up in chat. Yeah, you can. Very cool. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm old. You know, it's in like the other purple place. In the nice ocean breeze. No. No. It was hot. Hot. Hollywood, baby. Exactly. We had our they get sunglasses, you know, right? They didn't give us sunglasses. No. The horrible San Diego weather, I feel bad for you. It was bad. It was hot. I was stationed in Pendleton. The ocean breeze is not swamp. Swamp ass humidity we had. I agree with that. You're right. I'll give y'all that one. But y'all didn't have mountains, man. Have mountains. So Bugle sticks. Those are some little Marines right there. Remember Bugle sticks, right? Yes, you are. I know you are. I know you are. I know. But you hadn't seen San Diego like I did. Bermuda shorts and sunglasses. Ranger panties and sunglasses, baby. Baking in the sun. We have Mountain Dew. Yeah, I get it. So you were in Pendleton. I was in Lejeune, John. What about them soul chickens? Freaking pro snatching up MRE. South Carolina State bird is a sand flea. They were bad. I get it. I've been there. I've been on the beaches. I've been there, but I didn't go to boot camp there, so I don't understand how it is during training. Captain Murfield was a former cargo helicopter pilot in Vietnam. Wow. Yeah, we were talking about Vietnam last night. Talking about how the Marine Corps was incorporated in Vietnam and boot camp and the Marines' role in Vietnam. Play Fortnite. I mean, I got it. All right, we'll load it up. We'll load it up. Not really. We had a mountain called Yes. Yeah, we did. Yep. That's where we ended in the Reaper and the Crucible. I know that was probably a little bit before your time. Extreme, but we had the Crucible circa 1996, 1997 under General Krulak. Incorporated the Crucible last part, which extended Marine Corps boot camp into 13 weeks. I'm currently in Montana. Montana is nice. Montana is really nice. Cool. Oh, wrong chat. Well, okay. Welcome to Montana. He brought supplies to ships at sea. That's very cool. First shore party and first bridge company, Camp Pendleton. You play Fortnite, Raphael? Come on, brother. Come on. Make this old man show you up. We did that at infantry training. Okay, yeah. We did we did that too. SOI, MCT. But we did it in boot camp as well. Just build. Yeah, hey, you got to build up the yard. Bad, man. We did the same hunt for our corporal's course in Pendleton, so I did your Crucible too. Ah, so you did that for corporal's course? Yeah. Okay, I got you. All right. All right, you get a pass, John. John gets a pass. Alkali does not. Do 90s. 1990s Marine Corps? Yeah. Oh yeah. There's some good stuff going on here, Raphael. Y'all remember Bugle sticks? Look, you couldn't watch. They had their backs turned. Y'all would they let y'all watch or they would not let y'all watch? Yeah, we had yeah. Does anyone have their own YouTube that I can subscribe to? I'm sure well I'm sure there's some in there. You'd rather do the sticks, Bugle sticks than MCMAP? Yeah, Bugle sticks, you got to beat the ever living crap out of each other, right? Red side, dead side. Why did you not like MCMAP? I was the only one who scored perfect 10 on my sword manual for our corporal's course. Really? Holy smokes, John. Look at you, motivator. That gum. That's awesome. That's pretty cool, man. I remember when corporal's course, and then I did the sergeant's course, the distance course online. I was 5'2" and 100 pounds. What do you think? Well, okay. Just fight other females. I started one with a friend. I troll my friends. It's called Southmouth. I started. All right. Yeah. There's that. No, these John and Alkali, and they're Marines as well. I know they don't. John doesn't game, but yeah, husband and wife gaming team. Take on the world. Fortnite. Sin, he's just old. But I mean, you could have gotten smoked in pugil sticks too. You know, I mean, there was some. Let's finish this out. Let's watch it. What we got? All right, you all ready? Could still probably do sword. Could you do sword manual to this day, John? Do you remember it? I remember a little bit of it. You know, up, down. You know the. Okay, all right. I game. I just can't. You need to come. Okay, but not Fortnite, right? I'm 4'3" and less than 100 pounds. I'm pretty much a goner. Yeah, you'd probably you'd be toast. I felt like American Gladiator. You American Gladiator. Holy smokes. Now you're dating yourself of how old we are. Y'all remember American Gladiator, right? That's awesome. My friend like how I joke. Oh yeah. Dude, listen, you got to have thick skin. I got thick skin. I can dish it. I can take it. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I was so moto, I had my reenlistment packet into a drill instructor. Oh, John, no. You were wanting to be a drill instructor. Boy, you had it, baby. Oh, yeah, you were deep. You were deep. Motivator. It was my favorite thing to teach in ROTC. Sword manual? I could do without it, to be honest. And then he married you, yeah. He took it all away from him. But I got non-wrecked for getting married to Irene. Did you really? Oh, dude. That is wild. Holy smokes. And here we are. 20 years later, right? Not 20, but what, like 18 years later or something? That's wild. 15. Holy smokes. What a story. What a story. Oh, John's already did it 15 years ago. They were in the Marine Corps together. Conduct unbecoming of an NCO. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Seven up plus one. 18 years ago. There you go. I was right. 18 years ago. Man, goodness gracious. Uncle John said to get some. Oh, get some. That's right. Yeah. So Jake is typing his McJunkin. McJunkin's on the couch because he's been feeding the homeless and the veterans and everybody today, and he's cooling off. So his nephew Jake is running the chat, and they got me up on the big screen. So appreciate it, Jake. Two 2006. 2006. So yeah, 18 years. I was right. How did I know that? Wild. Anyway, that's crazy. Got non-rect, unbecoming of an NCO. Oh, I did not do that. Yeah, there's your there's your grinding right there. What they're doing. This is actually a fairly recent video because he's got an iWatch on, Apple Watch, and see, those are those John was talking about earlier, those cut up shards of um tire and rubber that could have metal and whatever inner workings of tires in them, and they would just cut you to pieces and get hot too. So that's what he was talking about. You knew that because we're brothers. That's true. You're right. I did know that. Another battle cry. So devil dogs are a nickname for us that we got um from the Germans, Bellow Wood. They called us Teufelhunden. And Teufelhunden in German means devil dogs or hounds from hell. And they said that when we fought, we were like hounds from hell. We were like devil dogs, and so that is another. We've got all kind of monikers that we're given, but you know, devil dogs, jarheads, leathernecks. But yeah, devil dogs, Urod devil dogs is another motivating thing like that which the Germans gave us in a bad thing for them, but we took it as a motivation for us. So we call each other devil dogs. Yep, leathernecks. Raphael, we went over to leathernecks. Kind of in the beginning, we were talking about the Continental Marines of that first hand-to-hand combat and how leathernecks got their name for the 2 to 3 inch leather piece that they put around their neck. The Continental Marines with 2 buckles in the back, so they would not get their throats slit when they were fighting pirates and with swords and hand-to-hand bayonets and sabers and things like that. So yes, leathernecks is another name that they give us too. Like I said, a lot of monikers we have, but first and foremost, we're a Marine, and it's just compounds. It's a lot. We are hounds from hell. Exactly. They said we do not give up. We fight to the death. We're crazy. We just, it's nuts. So the Germans are giving us that nickname. There's a reason. And then we took it and we ran with it, and now we use it for motivation. So we do have a lot. We have a lot of monikers, but good to go. Yes, sir, Raphael. Night infantry course, we had 50 cal live fire overhead and explosive bunkers. Now they use speakers. Extreme, yeah. Back, you were 73 when you went through 1973 or 1971. So they did things a little bit different back then than they do now, and yeah, they had sim rounds and everything going, doing live fire and things like that, and speakers. So yeah, it's totally different, man. I know that you went through crazy times, man. That's what makes us so hard, is because of guys like you. That's what motivated me, is the past Marines at which y'all went through and laying that foundation for us. So I appreciate that. Which from 3 is the best nickname? What's the best nickname? I guess, Raphael, it just depends on what situation, right? I mean, I don't know. I like devil dogs. I like that for Teufelhunden, and then people ask, what does that mean? And then you tell the story and the history, and I guess, but leathernecks is pretty cool. Leathernecks, maybe you can explain the dress uniform and things like that. So I don't know. A jarhead. Okay, 73. There you go. I knew I was right there. It was 0 to 7. The other guy was 71. It's your 73. You like Devil Dog? Okay, I'm with you. I think too. I think I'm with you. Um, I like Devil Dog. Look at the history of it and just what it portrays us as to be. I was 0331 96 to 2000 weapons company Humvee 50 cal and toes mounted on the top. Yep. You got out right when I was getting in. That's right. I remember that, Raphael. I remember you telling me you were a weapons company. Go ahead and call me a jarhead. Okay, there's another devil dog. All right, so I guess we're all almost in agreement to be like devil dog. Hunden. Dad and Uncle John are maybe sending me to devil pups when I'm 14. Yeah, get him in there, McJunkin. Get him in there. Get Jake in there. Boots. You like being called a boot? That's oh no, no. Alkali's a boot. But cat team, yeah. Okay. I know exactly what you did, Raphael. Swedish Marines. Some people spend their entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference in this world. The Marines don't have that problem. President Reagan. I'm going to tell you one of my favorite quotes. Y'all ready for it? The Marines I have seen around the world have the cleanest bodies, the filthiest minds, the highest morale, and the lowest morals of any group of animals I've ever seen. Thank God for the United States Marine Corps. Eleanor Roosevelt. I love it because it speaks truth. That's just me. I mean, it just you shower shoe boot. All right, now y'all talking about the funny ones. All the monikers were called. Oh yeah. I don't miss humping anything, to be honest with you. Oh, I think that's why my knees are so bad today. Speaking of boots, can you talk about the helmet, boots, and rifle? What you talking about, Mike? The Kevlar helmets, the boots. I know we talked about jungle boot. Boots have come a long way, and you know, back in the day, they were all leather boots. Even when I went in, John and Alcala, I don't know, y'all didn't spit shine boots, right? I think you're right after me. I don't know if y'all spit shine your boots or not, but I went in where you had combat boots, you had your jungle boots where you actually had to spit shine them. I know in the 70s, 60s, and all, and pre, there were actually leather boots where you had to shine your boots. Yep. Chow time. Get some. Go eat. And so, yes. Is that kind of what direction? Oh, I got you. I mean, that's just I thought you were talking. Oh, you were all digital. Golly, boot. Good lord. Um, you get the did you get the Krulax boots? I at least know what chow time is. Yeah, there you go. I was the last platoon in 1st Battalion that had black leather boots and dry gear came. Okay, so you were one of the last. Awesome, John. So you got to experience what I experienced as well. She did not. I know it's not your fault. I get it. I get it. Golly, I wish you would starched camis and iron on EGAs and spit shining those boots, and then eventually you would get to the point where you buy 2 pair of boots, your inspection boots and your training boots. It was just a wild time. Seeing the Follow series wearing digital camis and Go Faster show up. It wasn't that weird. I never got to see it in boot camp. It was a couple years after I went in. The only word in English I actually understand. Ciao. You can speak Spanish. All I got. Yeah, the Marpat Grumpy is what we're talking about. That new digital camo. And John was saying that he was the last to get the tri camis of the old woodland style camis. I went in with the woodland styles and the black boots, and then halfway through my career, they switched over to the digital, as you can see here, the Marpat that they got the digital. My inspection boots were fully leather uppers, 15 inches tall. Oh, you had the bad boys. You had the ones where the leather went all the way up. You could shine the side of them and the eyelets and everything. I know what you're talking about, John. Oh, Bates. Yep. Old Bates. Uncle John said they wore turtles. Yep, turtles. Okay, so that's back in the day. That's a little older. May 2003. All right, so 2 years when I was in. I was already in for 2 years. And then they switched over to the digital and tried to phase everything out. Then they went to the brown suede boots. Alkali, you probably had those in boot camp too, the brown suedes. Okay. Ah, John, yeah. Did you have the green jungle boots? Because I had the green style jungle boots as well, where they were black and green. I know some of McJunkin and Grumpy and a lot of those guys older, they had those as well. Carlos, leaving to Army boot camp next week. Does Army and Marines ever do any cross training or work together? Yes. Yes, they do. Depending on what you do, you'll work with other branches of service. But yes, hey man, that's awesome, dude. Good luck, man. Come back and let me know if they let you use cell phones, because I've been having a lot of big conversations about that, of how the Army can use cell phones in boot camp. Come back and let me know. But yes, they work together. I work with a lot of Army. I work with some Air Force and the Navy Force. But yeah, I did. And there's some good dudes. Depending on what you're doing, there's some straight up good dudes in all branches of service. Did they at least give you decent socks to keep your feet comfortable? No, Mike, they did not. Yeah, they did, but you had to change your socks, take care of your feet. OD green. Okay, Grumpy. So you had the OD green jungle boots. Got it. I remember on 12 Hump and Guy's blood was seeping out of the those type of leather boots. He didn't want to fall out. Yep. Okay. I have jungle boots, desert boots, Krulax still to this day. Same. I've got the old school. I've still got my dog tag from my deployments and everything in my old boots, man. The old desert boots. Hi. Hello, Anaya. How are you? And I can get a cell phone in boot camp? No. Not in Marine Corps boot camp. You cannot. Not in Marine Corps boot camp. No, you cannot. The Army lets them have cell phones. Eat a crayon? What color? How about red? You want red? You want a red one? Mm-hmm. They're good. Red's good. I like red. Green's my favorite though, Anaya. We didn't have cell phones. We had cups connected with string. Yep. Sorry, I'm not trying to chew on stream. But when somebody tells me to eat a crayon, I eat a crayon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still got those, John. I still got them. I got the same ones when I was there in Kuwait and Afghanistan. Same, dude. Same thing. Can I bring my Xbox? No. You cannot. A little paper on there. You cannot. I still got mine, John. That's wild. We kind of, they do taste good, Sid. They're healthy. I wish I did the same with collecting sand and dirt and Tabasco. I did that, Raphael. I've got little Tabasco sauce of sand of everywhere that I deployed to. Every one of them. I sent them back home. I still got them. Yeah. Stand by. Had to go to the bathroom. Had to go to the bathroom. Whew. All right. What'd I miss? What'd I miss? We still here? Crayons taste good. There's the most comfortable boots. Yep. Grabbed a crayon, started to eat it. Yes. Please. Did you take a picture? Mine broke in half. I'll throw a tread. Yeah. I've still got mine somewhere. Oh, sorry. I had to run out. Had to go. Previous question. Cross training. I signed up for 91 Delta generation specialist. From my research online and recruiters, they allow phones in Fort Jackson as a privilege, maybe for 15 minutes every other Sunday. Interesting. Yes, I mean the head. I don't call it the head anymore. Call it the bathroom. Call it the bathroom. The dog wants to come in the room. So yeah. Whew. Now I need to hydrate again. Been drinking too much water. Yes, the Army lets you have. They don't have boot camp. They have basic training. Carlos, yeah. What is a generation specialist? Cute dog. Colleen, how are you? I remember you coming here previously. Appreciate that. Yeah, he's an Aussie doodle. Cup's leaking. I think. Buddy Henry. But yeah, so what is a generation specialist? I'm curious. I don't know much about Army or anything like that, but buddy. Got the boots before deployment in Iraq. I actually got tricolored deserts. Yeah, I got the tricolored deserts as well. Yep. Then I got digitals and digital dead. You know, do they have a Call of Duty in boot camp? Do they have Call of Duty? No, no one knows. Generation specialist. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Do you have Call of Duty? No, you're not. Yeah, you're gonna play some games, but it's none of those, my friend. John might be able to tell you. Wait, I'm gonna say McJunkin instead of John. Green. Yep. Yep, with the green flak jackets. I've got one of my vests back here, but different. I'll have to get out and show you some stuff. I've got my digitals, and I remember them on one deployment. We had the tricolored deserts, and then they gave us the desert digitals. So yeah, real life Call of Duty. And there's no buybacks. Or whatever, whatever, what are they called? I don't play Call of Duty. Okay, the green NBC suits, mop level 4, looking like freaking cacti. Oh yeah, Uncle John is telling me he is ready to take back the keyboard. Uh-oh, here comes business now, Jake. I appreciate you hanging out with us, brother. I appreciate that. I hear they have steak and shrimp in boot camp. No, they do not have steak and shrimp. I did a video going over Marine Corps boot camp versus like Army boot camp and the Air Force. Do you want me to tell you who has a really strong boot camp? That is the Coast Guard. I know that's surprising. Every time they sent Scud missiles at us, we had to suit up for an all clear. Yep. I remember getting up and all that, John, and like, PT gear, flak jacket, Kevlar, boots, you know. Oh, we talked about that last night. Double rats, fat bodies, recruit Gomer Pyle, Leonard Lawrence. Oh, tell everybody what movie you have not seen. Tell everybody. Go ahead. Let the world be known. We were talking about the jelly donut scene of the fat body recruits and the two lines. John was in here and talking about the two lines of the equal signs that you'd have on your sweatshirt and stuff. Boot camp food better than grandma's food. I don't know about that. My grandma can cook. She can cook. Oh, okay. All right. Oh yeah. But yeah, double rat. And I was telling John how I used to try to steal people's name tag and get double rats at chow sometimes when they'd be left back at they'd have early chow and late chow, you know, and gear watch, and they would get to go earlier and snatch somebody's double rat tag. Did anyone have to put on a charcoal nuke suit? No, I don't remember those. One scud hit close enough to kill us, but it was a dud, and that was legit close, maybe 300 feet. John, I had the same situation happen in Afghanistan when they started launching mortars and stuff to us. Literally right over camp. You could hear the whiz and the twirl. I've never seen Full Metal Jacket. You didn't have to tell them. I wasn't going to say anything. Me joking about boot. Oh, yeah. And that stuff was nasty. Grumpy and McJunkin and all those guys. How was y'all's chow in boot camp? First time I went to a Navy chow hall was shocked. Have you ever been to an Air Force? They don't have chow halls. They have restaurants, but whatever. NBC training. I do remember NBC, but ours were green. But I do remember the black ones, but we had green ones. I do remember those. I still have a gas mask. Jake is a good kid, but some of the questions had everyone here laughing to tears. I know he knows he can't have an Xbox or Call of Duty in boot camp or a cell phone or anything like that. It impacted so hard the tent exploded and blew outward and pushed over 6 walls. Good heavens, man! Yeah, they were throwing mortars at us, man. I mean, they weren't accurate, but they were trying. Middle of the night too, dead night. All the attention, don't. Okay, 91 Delta is tactical power generation specialist. They work and maintain diesel. Hey, John, you can speak to that in Alkali diesel mechanics, right? And in Okinawa, went to the Air Force Base every opportunity. Camp Kendina. Yeah, generator mech. Okay, generators. I thought you said generation. Okay, all right, got it. Generator specialist. That was the size of a school bus. Someone thought it was a jet flying. Holy cow. Dude, that is wild, John. Motor T. Diesel mechanic. Yeah, there you go. You can ask them how it is. Well, you're going to the Army. It's probably a little bit different, but the Marine Corps has the same thing. It was neat to walk near the mess hall and hear music playing inside. Grumpy. Isn't that wild how it's so much different? Yeah, okay. She was a generator mech. Got it. Okay. I didn't know if you were too, John. I couldn't remember. I don't know. Yeah, there's so many different things. Jake was convinced that he could dress like Rambo or a ninja in the Corps, but he's still a kid. Yeah, I get it. That's cool. He's a good kid. Your MOS was 1142. My MOS school was at Fort Leonard Wood. Gotcha. $13.41 heavy equipment mech. There you go, mechanic. There you go. Carlos. Not sure how that relays into the Army, but almost kind of same type thing. Bought my first shark skin at Kadena Air Force Base. Ah, Grumpy's a diver. Air Force Chow Hall was civilians. Oh yeah, they had like General Dynamics, and they even on a lot of deployments they had the Air Force that had the Chow Hall, and they brought in the contractors and the food and. What did I do? I was a 2651, Special Intelligence Marine. Yep. 2651, Special Intel. Camp Schwab, Oki, 78 and 79. Okay, Extreme. Another Okinawa. A lot of people got Okinawa that have come through here. It's interesting. I actually put in for Okinawa and did not get Okinawa. Fort Leonard Wood was my first time witnessing Army basic training. So you got to witness it. How was that? That's wild. His paw and I try to explain what the reality in the ring is, but he's got a colorful mind for imagination. I understand. It's hard. It's hard. I get it. Hard to put into concept of what you actually do in boot camp and then after boot camp and out in the fleet. I wanted to reenlist as an O2. Oh, so you wanted to go Intel. That's an Intel billet. I asked for Oki and got Pendleton. I asked for Okinawa and I got Camp Lejeune. Okinawa 70 to 71. Third tanks. There you go. Riot. 1341 deployed to Afghanistan. How much, if any, combat did they see? Well, we were in a different time. It just depends. Yeah, smoking and choking. Yeah. It just depends on when you go to boot camp, because like we were talking about last night, I was in boot camp when September 11th happened. So it didn't matter what you were doing. You were getting deployed. So you did see combat time. You did get deployed a lot. So I just really think, it depends on where we are. Yeah, so he was in Iraq. So it honestly just depends. I mean, it depends on what the Army, like I said, what they want to do. There's always a chance. Like I said, I was in boot camp. September 11th happened. There you go. Camp Fallujah. Attaboy. You got chicken? Some pollo? All right, Sin. See, I can do Spanish as well. Only 2 people in here probably know what I'm saying, but EGA is a bar. Camp Foster. Eagle Globe and Anchor. That's another good thing to talk about too, is the how our uniform, our traditions, the Eagle Globe and Anchor, air, land, and sea. It's for a different conversation, but tank maintenance, 1316 metal worker. I remember you telling me that, Grumpy. I do remember you're a metal worker. And then you got another MOS as well, right? Someone in here got assigned another. It might have been McJunkin. He still thinks of us as big time heroes, and we tell him the real heroes are either dead or badly injured. Hey, McJunkin, you're still a hero, man. You're a hero in my book. All you past Marines, and I mean even future. I mean even the ones present day. I know the future ones. We all play a part, and you're right. Those ones that paid the ultimate sacrifice, those are true heroes, and they gave it up, and I get that. That's humbling, McJunkin. But let him think that, man, because you are, and what you're doing. That's amazing. I got you, Sin. I got credit for Gulf War, but no combat. It was just because of year enlistment. I got you. Okay. All right. So John and I, you know, and Alkali and a lot of us, 2001, 2006, the 9 era, 01 to 09 for me. But, you know, the War on Terrorism Expeditionary, the Afghanistan, the Iraq, there was so much going on in that time period that deployment was pretty much easy. McJunkin, Alkali, I'm not sure if you heard last night of what he's doing locally for his people. Dude is killing it. He's a true hero. He's a warrior. His actually first tracked vehicle battalion. We had AAVs. Okay. And I read something that they're getting away from the AAVs and going to a new type of, it's still amphibious assault, but it's a new type of AAV. They're getting rid of it and replacing it with something else. So yeah. Grumpy Cat, 1345 truck driver up to a 5-ton. Okay. I got my Humvee 5-ton and 7-ton license while I was in. I did hear what he's doing for Red. Oh, heck yeah. McJunkins, dude, he's on it. He's on it. That's awesome. Look what I did, John and Alkali, today. I don't know if y'all have done this. This is what I got today. If I can pull it. Can y'all see that? Marine Corps League. There it is. Application for membership to the Marine Corps League. Yeah, I've seen video of it. Looks cool. Yeah. My deployments were over 18 months for 6 months. Okay, try hard Marine. Who you talking to? Me? Is that a llama? It is. Larry? Larry the llama. I can explain. I went to 9th Com Battalion Service Company, Engineer Platoon. We had 4 pieces of heavy equipment, 400 generators. Good heavens, John. That's a lot of equipment, brother. Helping feed these heroes over here that have no homes or family. Yeah, McJunkin, you're doing it, brother. Marine Corps League, explain. So Marine Corps League is a local detachment, a chapter, basically, from whatever your state is, and they have you serve time, just like VFW, but VFW is, you know, your veterans of foreign wars and everything, but Marine Corps League is helping the community, joining the league, you know, anybody can join as long as you're active duty and joining that league. It's pretty cool. Thank you, Leaving Basic this Monday. Besides the very common tips and not very well known, I'm also still confused. People say volunteer. So, okay, I don't know what it is about for you in the Army and the Marine Corps, but I volunteered for everything. I wanted to do it all. Volunteer, volunteer, volunteer. Do it. I have a llama onesie. I got a llama onesie too, sitting over there in the closet. You should wear. He should wear it. Marines or Army? No, he's going into the Army. He's going to the Army on Monday. and that he was telling us about the cell phone and the boot camp and things like that. But I mean, I don't know how motivated you are, man, or if you want to get in there, you want to do some stuff, volunteer. Anyone here ever RF the RTF 060 rough terrain forklift? No, I have not. Don't laugh, but I served with a guy named Larry Leroy Lama. He was a mortarman. Larry Leroy Lama? That's Larry the Llama right there. We've had him for 8 years, ever since Fortnite come out. There you go. There's another one. There's John, says get involved in everything you can. That's who you are as a person. Me as a Marine, and what I did is how I was and how I was built. I volunteered for everything. That's just me. You could get by and skate by and go under the radar and make it, but no. That's why I chose the Marine Corps, right? And you're going to the Army, man. Do it. Give it 110%, whatever you do, even in the Army. Don't matter. You're welcome in this chat, in this community. Yeah, Grumpy, I don't know if I've ever heard of that. I'll have to look that up. That sounds very interesting. Don't laugh. He was with Tutu Mao. Okay, I was with Tutu Mew I was with Tutu Mew. Volunteer for anything that interests you. Yep. In the Army. Whatever piques your interest and whatever you want to do, go for it. I found a life-size llama in someone's yard. Took a picture instead of shooting it. Fortnite llama got lucky. Military is still a brother. Love no matter what. Top tier. Amen. You said it better. Yep. Yep. We got you. Are you motivated, Carlos? You a hard charger? Go getter? I recommend doing it all, man. Experience. Learn and experience a lot. That's just me. And Carlos, I've got a lot of brothers. I call them brothers, but I got a lot of brothers that are in the Air Force, that are in the Army, that are in the Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, got them all, you know? So, and I respect them. And there's some good dudes in there, some tough dudes, you know? So, you know, we had John Deere 644 articulated wheel forklifts, Skytrack 11K, telehandler, and 4K tracks. Boy, y'all are speaking Chinese to me. You can always go Marines after your contract, but you'll have to go through Marine Corps boot camp. Marine Corps is the only branch of service where you have to go through that boot camp to get in. If you go in Marine Corps boot camp first, you can lat move into other branch of service and not have to go to boot camp. Yes, I'm super excited. It took me every year to enlist. I was actually disqualified from the Marines due to medical. Oh man, what happened? You have some surgery or something like that? My sister was in Afghanistan, not sure when she was there. She was a Marine. I remember you telling me that. That's wild, Stan. That's crazy. Everybody's from Texas. They're in the Marines. Everybody in Texas goes in the Marine Corps, right? They called the John Deere 644 a tram. Okay. Got it, John. The other John. McJunkin, I call you McJunkin. John, I call John because I know John. Or I can call him Sean or Juan. Whichever one he prefers. If he's still alive, he had a way of moving his arms completely 180, rotating due to a broken clavicle. That is crazy, McJunkin. Freaking nasties. Branch twister. MEPS casualty. Wonder what would disqualify you in the Marine Corps medically, but yet let you go in the Army. Maybe he'll. Sean. Yeah, all right, I got you. Because I get you and but I call McJunkin McJunkin. I went through boot camp with 2 Army Vietnam vets. How was that? Extreme. I bet you they were still hardcore, right? Yeah, Sin, ask her and let us know. That's very cool, man. That's awesome. How old is she? She older, younger than you? No, you're old. No, he earned the name first by you. I'm fine with whatever. No. Okay, yeah, I'm messing with him. I know John for a long time. 6 years. I know it's not a lot of time, but I've known them for a long time. So, yeah. Okay, so you're the young, so she's older. Wow, so she was going in the Marine Corps almost when females were not in the Marine Corps. She's the oldest of all. That's very cool, Sin. Did not know that. They were just average Marines, really. You would think they were Vietnam veterans in the Army coming out. They would be hardcore, you know? I don't know. Port side, make a head call. Get in there and do it. That's it, Grumpy. Still got me on the big screen. There you go. Take a look at that. Yeah, Carlos. I mean, I don't know if that helps answer any of your questions or anything like that, but man, I wish you all the best. I wish you all the luck and everything. Ah, that's all we have around here, you know? All we do is win. And you want to see a piggy bank? I mean, I can keep going. I'll put some LSU stuff in the background. Average Marines are still cream of the crop. Yep, I'm with you. I'll listen. Listen. This year is a toss up. Either we're going to be good or we're going to be terrible. You know who I'm scared of? Is Ole Miss. I'm telling you, do not sleep on them. Yes, I need medication. I tried Marines, Navy, Army, finally accepted me. Just happy to be part of the military community and serve my country. Hey, Carlos, listen, that's motivating, man. Congratulations. That's awesome that you still have it in you to not give up and not, you know, a never quit mentality, and you want to serve your country. You're good in my book. You're toeing the line. Time to go. Catch you guys next time. Semper Fi Extreme. I appreciate you stopping by again, man. Thank you. You're awesome. Right, John is John. I'll take whatever's left. Mac, McJunkin, Junkin, Mac J, or even McFrosty or McFlurry. It's all fine. I was still in school when she went. Like grade school? Yes, Carlos, you're actually doing it. Yep. Ain't nobody in here gonna give you a hard time at all whatsoever. None. Still toeing the line. UT 40, LSU 13. John, get out of there. Ain't nothing. Not this year. No. Last year, gotcha. This year, not gonna happen. I just don't see that happening again. We can't lose to Tennessee. Can't lose to Ole Miss. Arkansas, A&M, Mississippi State, Missouri, you know, Florida, all those other, you know, I don't know how to do this yet, but I'm gonna ban that word in chat. 2 years ago. Oh, was it 2 years ago? Yeah. Y'all had a run. Y'all had a run. Almost made it a natty. Y'all had a run. Close. I wanted to show y'all something. Do y'all remember these things? Just close down my chat. Y'all remember these? Remember those sticks? Feels like 98. Y'all remember these sticks? I just popped up and saw it again. Our year. Every year is our year. Y'all are going to choke. Anyway. Grumpy, you're a volunteer fan as well? Oh. No, we don't play y'all unless you make the SC champion or playoffs. I don't think we're going to make... Yeah, it's yeah. Dang. I never seen those. You never saw that? You don't remember those? They had little rubber, they look like crutches. And they used to have the little nub on the end, and you used to stab each other with them, like bayonets and stuff, and do weapons. Yeah, jousting sticks. There you go. No, y'all don't stop teaming up. Not gonna do Big Orange, Go Orange, Orange UT, Nayland, good old Rocky Top. She was Army, my bad. She was stationed in Germany. Okay, Army. Gotcha. Hey, either way, Sin, that's awesome. That's cool. How long did she stay in? Probably in Rammstein. Oh, it's cringy or catchy. Don't get excited. We just celebrated 46 years married. He's been married longer than we've been alive, okay? Come to Nayland Stadium for a game if LSU ever comes to our stadium to play us again. I'm 100% in, John. 100%. I'm there. 100%. God, that would be fun. How fun would that be? Man, I've always wanted to go there. I heard it is absolutely phenomenal, and it's wild. But come to Death Valley, then I'll show you a real football game. I was looking at this. I was trying to go through this video. Cauliflower ear. And those guys just taking on one-on-one. And that was the end of the video. But I cried the first time I walked into Nayland. Did you really? I bet you it's... Baton Rouge to me is like that as well. Just to let you know. I mean... I'm still 17 on the inside. Wow, she was in the Army for 10 years. That's wild. That's cool, Sin. Interesting. Very interesting. You'll leave a fan. We've been converting fans since 1891. I will not convert from an LSU fan. I'm just gonna tell you. That's cool seeing your sister. Oh yeah. That's real cool. That's pretty sweet, man. And she deployed to Afghanistan. That's wild. That's crazy. Good for her, man. Now we're part of La Familia, right? Because she was in, you were in, you're kind of by association. I don't know. Maybe. Go. Like a little kid. Oh yeah, he's a bro. He's a bro. Have y'all been to the Marine Corps Museum, the National Museum? If SEC hasn't clumped up altogether, you could have rooted for Tennessee as your SEC. Yeah, is in SEC West, but the good. Oh yeah. Hey, then look what the SEC's doing now. They're bringing in Texas and Oklahoma. One of my aunts was in the Army, Motor T, and in Desert Storm War. Wow, that's really cool. That's interesting. Yeah. It's right here. This is what Texas. Exactly. I'm laughing too. I mean, that's just to answer your question. That's in Virginia, Quantico area. Yeah, it's a lot of history and I mean, look at this. That's wild, right? It's just nuts. Every Marine's a rifleman. Continental Marines. And they got the rappel wall. I've never been. I've always wanted to go, but I've never been. Field trip, I'm with it. There's Guadalcanal. I mean, it's realistic. I heard it is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, Bellow Wood, the Frozen Chosen. I mean, I'm down. I would love to go to that. Iwo Jima. I mean, it's very cool. One of my uncles was in the Army and the other was Navy. Wow. You had a lot of family in the military. Why didn't you go? I was just curious. Did you ever think about it? Once a Marine, always a Marine. I would like to visit this National Marine Corps Museum. I'm down. Let's do it. Like we could plan a trip. Oh, I mean, look, there. This is hilarious. I don't know copyright stuff. I know as far as music and things in the background, but you know, it's very cool. I'll kind of play it. I'm 100% serious on a field trip. Listen. If we plan that out, I'm down. One was in Hawaii and the other was in the Philippines. Dude, as everybody want to go, we get everybody go take a field trip, right? We could do it on like not the Marine Corps birthday because God knows it would be busy. That's where we all meet for the ball. Exactly. But it would be absolutely ridiculous, Grumpy, of like how many people would be there. You know. I'm good with it. I worked in the coal mines for 10 years in West Virginia. They announced it over the mine's PA system meant for emergencies. Holy cow, Grumpy. That's wild. We had a young corporal named Craig Burke, whom we named the Fighting Cajun and the Raging Cajun. He was a Baton Rouge too. Oh yeah, the Raging Cajuns. I mean, that's the Raging Cajuns are University of Louisiana Lafayette, but you know. Raphael, you gonna still wear that dress? Let's see if this has music. Yeah, it does. Go back and edit it out.
Who were in harm's way.
In 1999, the Marine Corps integrated a new component into its training for all officers and enlisted personnel.
Don't, because you get used to this right
There's
here.
those flak jackets.
The Marine Corps
John.
Martial Arts program is designed to improve individual warfighting skills and train all Marines to be one-on-one warriors. The idea for MCMAP can be traced to the end of the Vietnam War and a concern the Marines had gotten away from individual combat skills and training.
Get back, sir. Get back. Drop it. Drop it.
We teach the entire
Taking
spectrum
pictures.
of violence.
Anything could be a weapon of opportunity. On a battlefield, it could be a helmet.
If you're going to go to the battle with this skill, it's usually going to be to kill someone.
Grab my other hand here and choke him out by just pulling up real hard.
The physical disciplines within the martial arts are different than what most people perceive of civilian martial arts.
Right.
A lot of the perception is what they see in modern media, movies and TV. Most of that is myth and special effects.
Dude, that Marine. I know who he
MCMAP
is.
combines the most effective martial
doesn't
arts
have
techniques from around the
hands.
world
They got
into
blown
a
up
single
combat,
program.
but he's still teaching Marine Corps martial arts.
Some of the training techniques were developed at the International Hoplology Society, a
This
group that
goes to
studies
old-
why and how different cultures engage in combat.
We're setting up a program of training that teaches them to use the weapons they have at hand.
Yeah,
in a very simple
They've
set
got.
of patterns.
He's got like hooks. That dude. He was a Marine. He took a
is
IED,
behavior, combative behavior.
but yet he's still training.
Can you function
Still teaching.
in a lethal environment? The stress is part and parcel of that. That's why these are live blades.
Risk has to be involved in the training. It has to be as close to reality on the battlefield as possible. If you've dealt with it in a training situation, you are better prepared to deal with it on the battlefield situation.
All about training behavior.
What we're looking for is, can you stay cool, calm, professional, do your job, which in this case is closing with, dominating, or killing the enemy while you're under tremendous pressure.
Dude, John. Yeah.
Training in technique is not nearly as important as training in behavior. It's trying to thrust.
He begins to retreat. He surrenders and he retreats.
In dealing with people in combat, you're primarily talking about nervous systems. You can change the technology all you want. The human nervous system's still the same. It's still going to react the same way to the high stress levels of lethal combat.
Yeah, he said you can change the technique, but you can't change the nervous system. Change the nervous system, but the human body's going to react the same no matter what.
To deal with the stress of the battlefield, the Marine Corps tempers the physical demands of martial arts training with character-building lessons.
Yeah.
You want
That's a
every
full bird.
person that you train to be as good as you.
I do believe it is the heart and soul of our war ethos.
Rock, good job. Nice finishing touch.
Our program, I believe, is unlike any other
Listen
because
to
we have
this.
3 disciplines.
Hands.
We have the physical discipline, which is probably the sexiest.
There you go.
Guys just love going out there, rolling around, throwing punches and fighting and stuff like that.
Right?
That's why we joined the Marine Corps.
Yes.
Stay up.
There's 182 techniques and 5 different belt levels.
Turn around. Give me your money. Don't shoot.
We also have the mental piece, which is studying the other cultures that are warriors, the Spartans, the Zulus, the Apaches, and all the other cultures that have a warrior mindset.
Zulus, Apaches.
And then the part that I think I enjoy the most about this program is the character piece. It's about teaching Marines the difference between right and wrong, about doing the right thing 24/7.
Marine Corps.
I mean, hey, John, look at this real quick. You know this place, right? We know this. What's this place right here? They're in 29 Palms. Training. Trying to get back to that point. There you go. You're still contemplating the hooks? You want to get deep down? Look, I'll go off for it. There, he's in here. He's part of this thing.
More than 40,000 Marines have been killed in combat.
I was in D went off and I was injured.
This is him right here.
Turned and
I was only in one operation in Karate stay-up inspection.
It actually severely damaged. Third-degree burns on my hand. All my arteries suffer from nerve damage now.
For some, at the wounded means to heal.
I don't know where he's.
36 months has one.
Trying to find it for y'all.
Who are in first and things.
There's always thing late.
As active duty Marines, we can transfer our knowledge and our experiences. And
that's him, man. He took an IED. He's still fighting. He's still training. You were a Haji? You got to be a Haji? Oh, you got the good fun stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's him, dude. I mean, he's a bad.
And help build a stronger, better Marine Corps.
Instructor. After his recovery, he was assigned to the Marine Corps Martial Arts program as an instructor.
We're going to start now as the combat engagement pattern.
Sergeant Eddie Wright really typifies a Marine. He's got that can-do spirit. He's never given up. And he's still a martial arts instructor. He never once, since I've known him, complained about, you know, poor me, look what happened. It was, I was out doing a mission, something happened, it's time to drive on and continue with what I'm going to do.
That's a true warrior right there. Right? Come on. Rubber bullets, yeah, they do suck. Sim rounds. I get it. Hardest range base ever, yep. 29 palms, 29 stumps. We grew our chin hairs and and wear the white robes. They love me. I can grow a big one. He's a motivator. Oh yeah, dude, he's still teaching Marines. Like this was like 4 years ago or something. Use plastic bullets with paint. Yeah, we use the same ones. We use the chalk ones. We use the chalk in training now. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Yep. I get it. Dude, it's wild. It is wild. I agree with you. It's about mental toughness. I agree. Oh, hey, Alkaline John, did y'all know, went totally Blake. The Golden Girl, they author. You know, she was a Marine. Did y'all know that? They author from the Golden Girls. Blanche. JJ did tie buckle. Holy crap. Going blank comes with old age. Yeah, whatever. You get it. You understand. JJ did tie buckle. I could not remember. I remember that, but I don't remember Justice something. I'd have to look at it. Oh my gosh, John. I can't believe you remembered that. Dude, that's wild. Yeah, going blank. It's just... Decisiveness. I remember that one. I can't remember. Leadership. John has a great memory. Oh yeah, I remember JJ. Do you remember JJ did tie buckle? Remember that? I just don't remember what they stand for. I remember that. And how many general orders there were? That's a good question to ask some of the older, 1960s, 1970s. How many general orders did you have? Justice, judgment, dependability, initiative, decisiveness, tact, integrity, endurance, bearing, unselfishness, courage, knowledge, loyalty, enthusiasm. That a boy. JJ did tie buckle. Oh, I remember learning all that. Now that you say them, I got it. Golly. A lot of that stuff. I'm not sure when that came around as well. I know that's a lot of history. Do you remember that, Raphael? I know you do. I know you do. Jeez. That's wild. I forgot. Which felt the dinner order. Brother, I do not leave this post until properly relieved. Woo, boy, I have not looked at those. I still have that little book they gave us. I don't remember. I probably failed that part. It's crazy. Dinner totally tonight with 100. Whoa, dinner total tonight was 102 veterans, 38 caregivers, 43 spouses, and all of our volunteers. Great night. Thank you, Jesus, for always helping us find a way to keep serving. Holy smokes, McJunkin. Y'all served a lot. You don't remember general orders? I had to recite general orders on Firewatch all the time, learning all your general orders. Good Lord. Oh, ads. Well, hey, you know what? Know how to get rid of ads. Let me. Okay, I turned ads off. How about that? Turned ads off. Ads are off. Yeah, McJunkin, that's ridiculous. There are only 11, but we added 12th one. Walk my post and flank and take flank. 11. Y'all added one. Wow. Ad blocker. Yeah, man, I think everybody's got it. I block the ads on my end. YouTube is a different beast, man. I'm telling you. I try to turn them off. First, to take charge of this post, and I'll go over property in view. Oh, yeah. One about all the centuries around me and something like that, too. Alkaline John up late tonight. She's going to be late tomorrow. Dude, to walk my post in a military manner. Yes. Uh-oh. I got to text my kid or tell my kid to report all violation orders on my instructor enforcement. Yeah. Let me tell him to Go do the laundry. I got clothes that need to put in the dryer. To quit my post when properly relieved. Okay, that was the 5th. Yeah. To receive, obey, and pass on the century. That's the one I was thinking of, John. It's okay. We're all a little crazy. To talk to no one except in the line of duty. Right, John? I was chaser for my unit. I was talking to E3 from Brig to Chow Hall in 29 Palms. I had a butter bar wanted me to render salute. I explained I was under arms. Did he understand, Raphael? Didn't get it, huh? We're all a little crazy. To give the alarm in case of any fire or disorder. Sister was the E5. She's a sergeant. Okay. It's our honor to keep serving. Never going to stop till I take my last step, my last breath, and last one. God, I'm proud of them all. Oh, of course. I know you are, McJunkin. That's awesome, man. You're changing generations and you're instilling what the Marine Corps instilled in us and to other younger generation, man. I get it. Wholeheartedly. To call the petty officer of the watch in case of not covered by instructions. The petty officer. Ew. Salute all officers in all colors and all standards, not cased. Yeah. I agree, Akla. I don't remember what I had for breakfast. I usually don't eat breakfast. Grab a donut every once in a while. He was wrong, but I still had to see my battalion commander because I was told to learn how to talk with officers the correct way. I really didn't have tact when it came to stupidness. I did not have any tact. No, I just like, come on, man. Let's just be real. All right. Especially with the butter bar, man. I don't know. I do respect the rank. You have to respect the person. Daggum. To be especially watchful at night and during the time for challenging to be challenged, all persons on or near my post and allow no one to pass without proper authority. There are my 11 general orders, sir. And he can call them out at random. Coffee and donuts for breakfast. Yes. 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 15 minutes, then I get to eat a snack. Grumpy, you probably been snacking all day anyway. I snack all throughout the day. Yeah. We scream them every morning at Chow, and we scream goodnight, Chesty, every night. Oh, yeah. Good night, Chesty, wherever you are. Okay, so, wait, Sin. So you're talking about my sister was an E5. So she was an E5, and then she went into the reserves. Right. See, you're learning a lot about your family history and stuff, man. That's awesome. Texting your sister right now, see? Never talk. See? See? Not see in Spanish, see, but see. It's awesome. It's good, man. Well, tell her to head on to YouTube and come in the stream and we can all talk. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Hola, ¿cómo está? Well, hola. All right, be careful, Rafael, because there are some Spanish speaking in this chat, and I know them. So she's old. She don't know all that. She don't know what. She know how to get on YouTube. My mom knows how to get on YouTube, man. Come on. Everybody knows how to get on YouTube. Send her the link. She clicks the link. Here she is. Then we're talking. Then subscribing, sharing, and liking, and everything. So, you know, that's what it's about. I mean, Junkin's helping. You're talking to her. You're finding out. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasó? I'm not a female. See, John's got it. No. Oh, she barely does Facebook? I got you. I know what that means. I know. I got you, Raphael. Yeah, I got you. See? See? I'm 6%. 6% Latino, Raphael, if you didn't know. Can't you tell? I got 6% just recently. Y'all get to know me. I travel a lot. I'm building a business page. I need to build a website. There's a lot of things that I need to do. It's tough being a one-man show. There you go, John. Send it. No? It's going to hurt. He clicks it and she subscribes. You know? 6%. Can't take it away. I was told before starting a post at Camp Lejeune late one night, there was a bear spotted near the post. Then he said, "Don't shoot the bear." I was locked and loaded with the safe off, so relieved. Of course you were. 100% Marine. I'm a mutt. I get it. We all are. We all are. I don't know. Yeah, I'm 6%. But we all are. Well, Big Junkin, there you go. Hey, this might turn into a Spanish only stream, you know? Fresh my Spanish. Get me up to par. Maybe get me up to like 7 or 8%, you know? Wolf. Yeah. If y'all know, when y'all get to know me and everything, I travel a lot. Travel a lot worldwide, but I travel a lot to Mexico and to the Caribbean and stuff. So I'm constantly learning Spanish and I'm always working my Spanish and everything. So comida, food. Yep. But it's with an I. Now, I'm not the best speller in the world. But yeah, when I do travel, I try to work on my Spanish and my skills and everything. So then I come back here and nobody speaks Spanish where I'm from. I lose it. I actually, when I was in the Marine Corps, I got paid extra for speaking Spanish. Goats, cows, and oxen. Yes, ma'am. Hey, did you get paid for any language when you were in? Little bump? The only word you need? Comida? And baño? Cerveza? See? I'm a grunt. I don't need to spell. All you need is crayons, right? That's funny. No, what? What are we saying no to? I forgot what I asked you. Ah, my boy. Oh, I got paid speaking Spanish. The little I know. Fraj, what's up, my brother? Oh, see? It's coming in handy, Fraj. we are turning this thing. Where am I from? I'm from Mississippi. See, even Frash Car. I know him from outside of here, but see, he knows I'm 6%. So yes, Alkali, I got paid an extra $100 to $150 a month for speaking Spanish. Yep, because I'll tell you that you got paid. Yeah, I got paid to speak, and that's how I know y'all laugh at me and say I not 6% or whatever. But anyway, or not don't know Spanish, and I did. But back in the day, I did, and like they paid me. I took the Defense Language Proficiency Test, the DLPT, and I scored high enough to where I could read and I could understand. Couldn't speak it. So they actually paid me. Where's your back pay? Yeah, right. I got paid for Spanish and I got paid for German. So it was like extra $150 a month that I got paid. How are you an LSU fan if you're from Mississippi? Why Ole Miss or Mississippi State? Yeah. So you need to go outside. So yeah, true. I grew up. All my family are Ole Miss fans, but I fell in love with LSU a long time ago. And then when I got out of the Marine Corps, I took some classes in LSU college, and so I fell in love with Baton Rouge and went to Baton Rouge, and kind of the story of that. That's all we got in '69. Oh, Comida, Westas, yeah. I wish you had gotten paid for different. I wish I had gotten paid. Right, you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, 6% or 6 inches. Hey, we're talking about my Latino-ness. 6%. Seis. Okay. But yeah, Alkali, you could have gotten paid. But I'll tell you this. So the reason why and how I was given the opportunity to that was because, like I said, my MOS was a 2651, and we had linguists, and we were all part of that Intel community, and they went to DLI, Defense Language Institute, to learn, Russian and Arabic and all these different language, Serb, Croatian, and all these different things. And so you did have a top secret SCI clearance, and they were cleared for the Intel field, and that's why the linguists were working in the Intel field. So maybe that's why I got the opportunity to get more pay, is because I worked in the Intel field. Does that make sense? I hope that kind of explains it. They don't care. Yeah, I would imagine that's why I got the opportunity to do that. But I did have to go, like you take a listening test, you take a written test, take a hearing test, and overall conversational test, and based on your score, they rate you what your pay and what you're going to get. In case of need, they can call you, and all that was in a top secret SCI cleared setting. And so it was like Intel, and I had some Arabic linguists, some Russian linguists, and everything. So any intel that you would get, maybe they could call you. So maybe that's how I got. Yeah. All right, John. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's about bedtime. I've got about 5 more minutes left anyway. So got to take the old pup out. He's wanting some attention and everything too. So I'll see y'all tomorrow, I'm sure. See you, brother. Simplify. Appreciate you, dude. You're the man. But yeah, I know you're probably fixing to go to bed too. But that's kind of my story of why. Old, like me. So yeah, maybe that's why I got. Take my hand. All right, stop. Go. So yeah, maybe that's why I got hip salute. Yeah. See, found out something else. Then German. I got reading. Oh yeah, Sin, have you seen the dog yet? I'll have him sit on the bed. Drill instructor Resendez taught me all about the profanity and vulgarity of the Spanish language. What are you talking about? Good night. Proud of you too, dude. Keep going. Stay in the fight. That's it. Here, y'all see the dog. Yeah, there's the dog, Sin. Now you see the pup. Look. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed tonight. I'm glad we all got to hang out again. I'm going out of town, but I'll have some videos and stuff up that I'm gonna edit and publish out and everything. But as far as live streaming, this will probably be it until next week. School is starting as well, so you know, I did have a Hispanic drill instructor. He was like a pastor compared to my father. My father was can't see that word. Oh, my father was born in Mexico. Ah, so you speak Spanish. Also, my sister lived in Madrid, Spain for 4.5 years. She knows how to speak their dialect. Wow. Would you look at that, Sin? Look at all the information that we're learning about you and your family. Of all the military. That's why you fit in so well. I see. You're used to it. Got it. I found out how to delay ads. Good night, everyone. Take your poo. Oh, yeah. He's a good boy. Well, recap of the next time. God bless. Stay safe, everybody. Night, Chesty. Night, Dan. Attaboy. Attaboy. Hey, thanks, McJunkin. Dude, keep fighting, man. Keep staying. Man, you're motivating me when I see your messages and everything about what you're doing. So, yeah, we'll get up together. We'll hit up next time. I'll get some time off to kind of think about some things and some videos. And oh yeah, Poocher, I got you. Oh yeah, we're gonna go get us some snacks and stuff. But yeah, we'll hit up next week. Y'all stay. No, I don't, Alkali. I do. Usually on the weekends and Monday nights, maybe like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or like Sunday, Monday. And then this week I did Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, just because I had some extra time and things like that. So, I'm just trying to kind of gauge it and see how I like it and not overwhelm myself, you know, and I have to work, you know, during the day. So nighttime is definitely hard. Maybe if I'm off of work, I can do some from the daytime. I'm not really sure what the audience looks like. And I just kind of found this is a good time for me. Grumpy, I appreciate you staying in, hanging in. Mac, Raphael, Semper Fi, just posting. Gotcha. Yeah. I'll do that. And so usually I put out like one of those things, the community post that YouTube has now, usually a day or two before, and just try. Getting ready for my run since it's nice and cool here in California. I'll see you guys in the next live in about 10 weeks. Okay. All right. You leave Monday, right? That's awesome. Hey, dude, good luck, Carlos. I appreciate you stopping by, man. It's awesome to hang out. Come back after you get through and let us know how it was. I'd love to sit down and hear that and talk about it. He said, Semper Fi, Sergeant Kayla, call me. I think she left a long time ago, Grumpy. Keep a prayer open for those that have gone before us and those still in the fight. Yep. Turn on the notifications, like, share, subscribe, all that good. Seriously, I do appreciate that. I don't need anything else from you guys but that support. Just liking and sharing it or however you feel led. And clicking the bell, everything. Send those. I do appreciate that. Seriously. Yeah, Carlos, good luck. Alkali, John, I know he's probably asleep, passed out, Grumpy. You guys, y'all are the rock stars and everything. So, Swedish Marine, I got you, Grumpy. I got you, brother. All right, I'm gonna head on out. Trying to go get some cookies. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later. Yes, sir. All right, Carlos. For real. All right, brother. Good luck. Semper Fi.